Okay, I think I have volume. I think you guys can hear me. I'm just going to double check just quickly. Volume. Oh, what's going on? Okay. Welcome back to Better Than Podcast. This is Lindsey Zimmerman, and we are doing something a little bit different for the month of August. If you hear noise in the background, that's boys being rowdy. But we are doing a crowdfunding campaign for the Better Than Barter app, and so if you want to check that out, please go to betterthan.world, and you can see what we've got going on there, what Better Than Barter is, how it's going to benefit you, and what you can do to help to the contribution resurrection card. So we're live streaming every day in the month of August, and the last couple of days I've been doing some tarot readings for the collective. If you're not into tarot, that's perfectly fine. You can choose to view it the way I do, which is psychology through symbolism, if that helps you kind of wrap your head around what I'm doing here, because I want to connect with the people. Like, I want to connect with the rest of humanity and find out where we're at. Are we in a Ten of Swords situation here? What do we got going on? And tarot is an excellent tool to use for that, to understand the energy, to understand the particular experiences that some people are going through. Or Nine of Cups, happiness, maybe. All of you watching, if you can let me know if you can hear me okay. I know I'm not muted. I'm just double checking. Lauren, you're going to have to edit this a little bit so that it's a usable intro, but so I'm going to be uploading these live streams, particularly the tarot card readings, as podcasts also, because I'm really loving what's happening with the energy during these tarot readings, and I want to share that. I feel like this is some healing energy. This is some truthful energy. It's things that maybe humanity should be looking at right now. And so I'm going to share this on my podcast also. I'm not sure exactly when the regular podcast with guests and interviews is going to be coming back on. Right now, getting the developers paid that are working on the Better Than Barter app is my main motivation. So again, if you want to participate in that, if you want to help with the development of the Better Than Barter app, please go to betterthan.world, find out how you can become a founding member, find out how you can contribute, what we need, what we're looking for, and please use the hashtag #JustOneBillionaire up through the month, or throughout the month of August, to help share this campaign. With all of that being said, give me just 1 minute and we can get started with the tarot reading. By the way, for my podcast listeners, I love you all so much. Thank you for sticking through with me, being patient with me, especially in this inconsistency the last 6 weeks or so. I do appreciate all of you so much, and I'm really working hard to bring you some good stuff. And I just love you guys a lot. And I hope that we get to interact a lot more with each other, especially through the podcast in the near future. So with all that being said, I'm going to get into these cards. I think I've properly loved them up, and we can get to having a conversation with them now, I think. On the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Discs, the Ace of Pentacles, formation, That's interesting. We've got a couple of upside down cards in the deck. And I made sure to, put them all right side up. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's interesting. Did you guys see when that happened? I didn't see when that happened. Let me check one more time, see if there's any more. We have 4 cards that were reversed in the deck. All right. Very nice. Let's see what they want to talk about. Ten of Swords, closure. Resurrection card. Evolution. 9 of Cups, happiness, wish fulfillment is the favorite for that. Oh, the Devil. So I must have accidentally put the 9 of Cups and the Desire card, the Devil card, back in the deck upside down. They fell out when I was shuffling, when I was first warming up my deck. Well, that's interesting, because I thought that I put them back upright. That's so interesting. Happiness. 9 of Cups and the Devil. Okay. And then we have the 10 of Swords, the ending of a painful cycle through truth, possibly. This is the 10 of Swords. That's air energy. That's words spoken. That's truth being told. You've got to remember, on this deck, it's the 10 of Swords is not the knife in the back. It's not the 10 knives in the back for the the betrayal or whatever. All of the swords are right in his gut, right in his belly. So you see, it's every single one of these assaults coming toward him, I guess is what I'm getting at. And then on top of that, we have the evolution card, resurrection. You guys can see that. Is it focusing? I'm going to give it a minute because I want to make sure that I'm holding these. I'm trying a different setup because yesterday I was having such a hard time with the lighting and stuff, just like getting the cards to look okay. So I'm just going to hold this here and make sure. Yeah, it's focused. It's focusing. I wonder how close I could get it, if that's going to be too bright. Definitely don't want to tilt it back, I guess. Tilt it forward. This is me learning. I'm glad I'm the only person watching right now. Yeah, so I could bring it up to about here and it really looks good. If I could go just a little closer. Okay. Anyways, closure and evolution. I mean, 10 of Swords is the end of a painful cycle. So an evolution after an end of a painful cycle, perhaps, I guess. So that's cool. So now I know that they're all upright. I double checked. Okay. So these top 2 cards, our Devil cards and our Happy card seem to be speaking about an attachment, an addiction, an obsession to happiness, the American way. Remember, this reading is for the collective. This is collective energy. This is like what we are, the energies that we are all sharing in together, somehow made more potent by the fact that we are trying to express them through symbolism and imagery. Okay, so something such as attachment or obsession or something like that comes out as devil energy when our psyche puts this into symbolism. Okay, because something that you are attached to can cause pain if that attachment is broken, right? If it's something that you're obsessed about, what if that thing is removed and you can no longer participate in whatever that obsession was, right? So this is devil energy just simply because of the fact that the amount, the magnitude of, well, possibly misfortune, but I was going to say just negative energy, all the different forms of negative energy, right? What, you know, the negative forms of energy that things like attachment, obsession, addiction, desire can bring you. You know, desire isn't necessarily bad, but if it's an unsatiated desire, if you are unable to satiate that desire, then that becomes an addiction. So we have the devil card. You know, this could be speaking, this could be read so many ways, but like it could be speaking to, you know, a devil of sorts getting in the way of happiness with the Nine of Cups. That's the happiness card. In the reverse, it's sadness. But the Nine of Cups, the nine is the coming to an end. It's not at an end yet, right? It's not at an end yet. It's just coming to an end. Like you can see the horizon of the new cycle, but you just haven't reached it yet. So the devil, possibly the devil energy, preventing the evolution, right? We have the evolution card here, preventing the evolution from of the 9 to the 10, possibly. It could be read that way. But with this closure card here, this is saying like plenty has been done and the cycle is ending, basically. And there's an evolution that comes after that. That's Sagittarius energy. Keep in mind the reverse meaning of the resurrection card is reversion. So if this were to come in upside down, it means picking up old habits again. But this came in the upright. It's like, you know, letting the old habits of the past, of, you know, that old cycle be closed with our 10 of Swords, our closure card. Let that cycle end and let the evolution take place that's needed for the new cycle to begin. Wow. That's a lot for just 2 random cards that decided to reverse themselves in the deck. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Woo. I haven't even started the reading yet, and that's very interesting. Remember, this is a collective. This is a collective reading. This is for, actually what I wanted to draw on was the moon in Aquarius energy that we pulled on last night, because I read that as things being hidden from humanity. Aquarius has you know, everything to do with humanity. It's all things to do with humanity. And and the moon represents things being hidden, truths being hidden, the unknown, the depths of the unknown, right? Those types of things. And I hope this is going okay, because here we go. Oh, my computer froze up for a second. That's weird. So that's what I really wanted to draw on for this reading tonight. And I don't know if I'm going to continue to do readings throughout the whole campaign, but as for right now, I'm really into this energy of what's been going on. Last night we had this whole kind of drama unfold, and it was very strange. It was talking about the masculine and the feminine, and how the masculine has found, you know, that it's easier. I'm just getting right now that this is a learned habit. Like, that's just popping into my mind. They've gained the learned habit of letting the women in their lives take over for them emotionally, so that they don't have to deal with the icky feelings, so that they don't have to feel the things that bring them pain and things like that. You know, and maybe some of these divine masculines grew up in an era where boys don't cry and men don't talk about their feelings. And so they've been taught the learned behavior of letting the woman handle those things in all situations. And the role that women seem to have played, hold on, let me kick back here. The role that women seem to have played in all of this is that we are more than happy to take over that role for the men, because that means that if we're handling it, we can be assured that it's going to be handled properly. And then we don't have to trust the men. We don't have to trust the men. Hold on, let me adjust here. We don't have to trust the men to not hurt those relationships involving emotions. We don't, then if we handle everything, we don't have to trust them with the relationship with their, you know, maybe their boss at their job, or the in-laws, or your sister, or the children. If you just handle all of the emotional load for the two of you, then you don't have to worry about him disappointing you. That's pretty much what came out in that reading last night. But then tonight, so I wanted to know about whatever was seemingly hidden. There was indications of something being hidden from humanity, and that's what I wanted to draw on tonight. But before I even had a chance to get into that, cards started reversing themselves in my deck, and we got off on this tangent involving the devil and a wish fulfilled and painful closure of a cycle, evolution. It's getting wild already. So I'm going to add these cards actually back into the deck. I have a hard stop at 9 p.m., you guys, because I have little boys that need to be put to bed on time. But we're gonna see what happens here. We've got a good almost hour and a half, so that'll be just fine. First card that we have out is the Wizard, you guys. This is the Magician in traditional tarot. This is the power of creation, coming out loud and proud in the very beginning. Yeah, I am so shook by that reading last night, because it's like, what a different perspective I have now on the collective male and female energy of what the dynamic of what's happening. And I can tell that there's a lot more under the surface, but at the surface level, like it seems like one of the easiest things to fix is kind of what that reading was pointing to, was just, you know, men learning how to express themselves emotionally, learning the language of emotion so that they can express themselves properly. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. So that they can express themselves properly. And this was popping out when I first, or no, this was on the bottom of the deck when I first started shuffling. It's the Ace of Discs. Hold that up for you. Hopefully you can see it okay. Maybe I'll get a little closer. I'm gonna wait because I don't know exactly where the cards should be when I'm holding them up for you. Give me a second, guys. Just have patience with me. I'm just learning how to do this, you know. I don't know if I held it up any higher. Maybe that's it. There we go. Okay, there she is. Nice. Okay. So the power of creation and formation, a new cycle. This is a 1 card. This is the Ace of Discs. This is a formation. The 10 of Swords that popped out as I was shuffling, or that came out reversed, and along with the evolution card. Okay, so it was talking about the end of a cycle and an evolution that needs to happen before. Oh my gosh! And here it is again, the 10 of Swords. Hold that up there for you guys. I hope you see that. Okay. Okay. So we have power of creation. Oh, with death. When the 10 of Swords came out, the Death card was right there. The power of creation, formation, closure. I need to shuffle these. Hold on. Oh, jeez. I should have got more water. Mm-hmm. Got the worry card, which we've gotten the last 3 live streams in a different spot. The first 2 times we got this card in separate readings, it was in the same spot. And now it's our last card. So we go from the power of creation to formation with the 1 energy, the beginning energy. Closure with the, immediately right after that, closure with the 10 of Swords. And right below, our next row, below the power of creation, the Wizard card, we have the Passion card, the Strength card. Then we have the King of Cups in responsive energy, the confusion of the 8 of Swords, the Way, which is Holy Arcana in the Patch Tarot deck, 3 of Discs, the Works card, the Good Works card, the Collaboration card is how I think of it. Building for the future, yes, but collaboration, oh wow. And then the Devil, the Death card, the Growth card, and the Reflective card with the Queen of Cups all comes out. Wow. Am I the only one here at the moment? Let me look, because I'm wondering how much time I can take. Oh, okay, there's another one of you here. So I won't take too much time. Will you let me know if you can hear me okay in the chat? That would be awesome. Yeah. I can't keep these cards. That's too much all at once. They're going to come back out how they're supposed to. I know they will. Okay, give me 3 cards on the power of creation. Transmute with the Princess of Discs. Page of Discs energy, or Page of Pentacles, I'm sorry. So this is a collective reading, right? And in this collective reading, we have the end of a cycle. This is a reading for all of humanity, guys. When I say that this is for humans, this is for all humans here. So imagine the largeness of that energy that we're trying to pull some sort of perspective out of. And the very first card that shows up is the Wizard card, the manifestation card. And right on top of that, to clarify, is the transmutation card, the Princess of Discs. So I just need two more cards for the power of creation, please. So this will be my 3rd collective reading. I didn't want to leave it hanging at 2 of them, or 2 readings. I did one yesterday and one the day before. It just didn't seem like, it just seemed like that wasn't a place to end it, especially with like the crazy divine masculine feminine drama that was playing out, I guess. This is really hopeful, like seeing that horizon energy in this reading that I'm getting so far. Like a sense that there's work that needs to be done, communication that needs to be done. The recognition of the end of a cycle, because the 10 of Swords comes after the Ace of Discs, the formation. And a formation can't happen. An Ace of Discs, a 1 position in the tarot, cannot happen until the end of a cycle, which we have with the 10 of Swords. So that's really interesting. No, that's too many. And it's the same. Wow. Wow. Same cards. Just 2 more. Power. I'll take these 2. No, that's too holy. They're just, these cards are jumping out, you guys. Wow. And it's big energy. Lots of major arcana. We already have Holy Arcana on the table. Holy Arcana is something, I don't know what would, if there's another deck that would have an Arcana that compares to that. They've added it, and it has to do with your connection with Source, your connection with Spirit, your higher power, your life's purpose, things of that nature. The Way is the Holy Arcana card on the table. Its main energy is to pray. Whoa. So then we could just popped another Holy Arcana card. This is the Light card. The main energy of this is to reveal in the upright or conceal in the reverse. This comes right after transmutation of the Princess of Wands, or Princess of Discs, I'm sorry. So we have the Magician as our first card in this reading, clarified by transmutation, clarified by reveal or conceal. I'm leaving that open. It did come out in the reverse, but I don't. No, I just need 1 more card, please. 1 more card. And the Empress. Okay, hold on. Let me get my bearings here, because this is a lot. So if you guys are all into tarot, I just want to, wow. Okay, I just want to show you guys this energy, because this is pretty wild. So we have the Magician, the Manifester, clarified by transmutation, clarified. This is somebody's personal reading. I am not trying to do a personal reading, you guys, I swear. Hi, Randy. Yay. Can you, I'm assuming you can hear me. Give me something, Randy, if you can hear me. Because yesterday I was on mute for like 20 minutes. I don't even know. I had no idea. Okay. So using the power of creation to transmute the end of a painful cycle to reveal the Empress. Okay. Male or female, it doesn't matter if you are male or female and you're watching this. What the Empress stands for is all of the queens rolled up into one. Abundance, abundance in everything, money and works and pentacles and love, all of it. And what this magician is doing here is transmuting the painful end of a cycle to reveal the Empress. That's our first card. Next we have the one position. I want to say too, in this deck, the magician holds the 2 place. So we go from a 2 to a 1 to a 10 when we're reading this. Ooh, wow, 3. Yes, thank you. Right away. And I'm sure they're exactly the right cards too. Oh gosh, there he is again, the devil. There's the devil again. I'll let you get a good look at him. I hope you can see him. Okay, so this is clarifying our Ace of Discs, our Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is formation. We have the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Discs, and the Devil. The 5 of Swords is conflict. Yesterday, the theme of the energy there was crisis. This is something different. This is conflict. This is 5 of Swords is like learning through conflict, but also nobody wins, you know, like nobody wins. Then we have the 8 of Discs, which is diligence in this deck, in the Patch Tarot deck. This is Sun and Virgo energy. This is diligence. And you can see our little patch man, he's sitting there with all of his interests, right? He's just working away, being zen, paying attention to his stuff, having a good time. He's working for something. He's working for something. On top of that, we have clarifying diligence. We have the Devil card, desire. All of this is clarifying formation. Conflict, diligence, and desire. We have an 8 here. This is like karmic, okay? 8 is infinity, 8 is connection, 8 is cycles, okay? This formation is going to have, you know what, it's too soon. Clarify the Devil card for me, please. Actually, hold on. Clarify the Devil card for me, please. Desire energy. Wow. Okay. These the cards really want to reshuffle. You know what? Let's save you some trouble here. Instead of the cards struggling to rearrange themselves, we're just gonna give them a chance to do what they got to do. Okay. The Lovers. The 2 of Cups in reverse. And Evolution. What? Wow. Oh my gosh. If you were here from the beginning, you saw the devil card popped out, the evolution card popped out, and it had something to do with an addiction, obsession, attachment to a wish fulfillment. And I mentioned like, oh, on the collective level, that could be like attachment to the American dream or something like that. But then we have the lovers come up. And this is lovers between two young pages, lovers between lovers that are kings and queens, lovers that are emperors and empresses, lovers that are ordained by God, basically. Just let you look. Woo! Lovers, no. They're flying. Went flying. Okay. They're still upright. Oh, by the way, this is straight Gemini energy, the lovers. Okay. And then Two of Cups in the reverse. That's fear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's fear. Okay. Marriage in the upright. Fear with the lovers or the Two of Cups reversed, which is basically the Two of Cups is like the lower arcana's holy arcana card, like lover's card. Like this is as close to Royal Arcana as Lower Arcana can get, is the Two of Cups, like love or fear, all things rooted in humanity are produced from love and fear. Who said that? I don't remember. But an evolution of understanding that love isn't something to be feared. That marriage doesn't have to be associated with clarify the marriage card. Something about the idea of love and marriage having a disconnection. That marriage is performed or participated in out of fear rather than love. Holy smokes. The Ace of Cups, compassion. This came out yesterday too, in saying that Divine Feminine needed to learn the lesson of compassion for themselves first, so that they could extend that compassion to the Divine Masculine also. This is another one card, clarifying the one card, the formation card, compassion. In the reverse, repression, but no, that's upright. So the devil in the room, the elephant in the room, is it the feminine? Is it the feminine that want marriage because of fear, because of societal norms, stability, having to do with upholding traditions, having Tower card on the bottom here, having to do with acceptable beliefs, acceptable evolving their idea of love from an understanding of compassion. Yeah, I've said it on both of the previous live streams, but when you start adding collective energy to a tarot reading, trying to read for humanity, the energies are so big and so potent, and there it is, the Hierophant. All of this to clarify marriage, the institution of marriage. This is the Hierophant's meaning in this deck is spirituality in the Patch Tarot deck. Okay, we need to move on because we could just put the whole deck right into this formation card. Because, yeah, if you're going to start something new, if you're going to build the foundation of a new formation, it's going to take some work, right? That 8 card, that 8 of discs cards. If you're going to form something new, you probably do want to pay attention to the structure of the institutions that came before. Not doing something out of fear, not having a union out of fear. Having to do with what, like governmental institutions, fear of a union, participating in 9 of Swords. Keeping us up at night. Cruelty of institutions keeping us up at night. Remember, this is collective energy. We're trying to read for all of the energies of everyone, not just ourselves watching, but everyone in the countries that we live in, everyone around us. Give me 3 cards for closure for the 10 of Swords. 3 cards for the 10 of Swords. Let's do it. Let's go like that. Sorry if that's killing your ears through your speaker. Ooh. Nope. Closure. That's the one. Dreamy. Closure clarified by dreamy, clarified by victory, clarified by supportive. Okay, guys. Painful close to a cycle. Then to clarify that, we have the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups is, that's her energy, is dreamy. But also when she's in this dreamy state, she's very, very creative because her mind and her heart is open, okay? It's open to receiving new information, new emotions, new concepts, she's just open to new. She's clarified by the victory card, the 6 of Wands, okay? The victory card is like, not only did you win, but everybody saw you win and they are cheering you on, okay? They are like a win for you was a win for everybody. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this painful closure of a cycle is allowing the dreamy nature of human beings when they are in the flow of the universe, when they are willing to accept divine inspiration. That is what brings human beings victory, okay? And the end of a painful cycle is the perfect opportunity to do that. And what I'm really happy that I'm not seeing here is the Hermit card, because the Hermit card came out in the first collective reading I did, the second collective reading I did 3 times, like something like 3 times. And the Hermit card is all about You are going inward. You're looking for the answers within yourself. You're not communicating with other people. You're not just looking for answers outside, externally from you. You are looking inward to yourself for answers. And actually, this reading has a completely different vibe. The King of Cups is here with his responsive energy, but clarifying this closure of a cycle. We have dreamy, and then victory, and then we have loss, the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is like you messed up. The Five of Cups is like you messed up. You went for a hike in the desert and you didn't bring enough water, and now you're feeling the loss, the consequences of your actions. Consequences of your actions. That's what I feel with that card, the Five of Cups. And then on top of all of that, the 10 energy of the closure, the dreamy energy, the victory, the loss, the consequences, is the supportive energy of the Queen of Discs. She's so stable. She's so with it. Like, she really understands what's going on, and she's actually thought about it a lot before, and she's prepared. She's prepared. And she understands that loss doesn't mean loss doesn't mean sorrow. Okay? She sees the big picture, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Discs in the Patch Tarot. Give me 3 cards for strength. 3 cards for strength. My house is getting dark. I suppose I could turn some lights on, but I'm lit up. It's fine. You guys can see my cards and everything. So 3 cards for strength. Justice, the Balance card. Oh yeah. I mean, you know, humanity has had to, I can't count that. That's too many cards. Make it happen. Humanity has had to be strong through a lot of shit, and we haven't seen a whole lot of justice yet, have we? Not the people. The billionaires have. They see all whatever they want to manifest, they can see. Not that there's anything wrong with being a billionaire. Don't get it twisted. But you have to remember, this is a reading for the collective, for all of humanity, and there's a big divide between the people and the wealthy right now. And that's what Better Than Barter is all about. We need to support we need to support our communities. We need to get involved in our communities. We need to know the names and faces of the people in our communities. Strength, justice, clarified by suffering. 3 of Swords. Heartache, heartbreak. Mm-hmm. 4 of Swords. Taking a timeout. Self-imposed timeout. You see that? Self-imposed timeout. It wasn't the Hermit. The Hermit is not always a self-imposed timeout. The Hermit is sometimes the universe said, sit down, listen up, because you have got some shit to learn. This is a self-imposed timeout. 4 of Swords, taking time to heal, taking time to quiet the mind, taking time to gain perspective, taking time to understand another person's perspective and actions. all there to clarify the Strength card, the Passion card, the Leo card. This is Leo season, apparently. Clarify King of Cups, 3 cards, please. Again? Wow. All right. Thank you. That's it? Okay. Okay, first of all, let's appreciate our King of Cups. He's beautiful. He doesn't share his emotions. He likes to keep that stuff to himself, but he feels big emotions. He's all emotion. Look at the water spraying up, the rain coming down, the big storm clouds in the background. He's got big emotions, but he just doesn't talk about it. And then here comes the King of Swords, analytical, okay, 2 kings, the responsive king and the analytical king. Then here comes the King of Wands. I thought this was like a Page of Wands. It's not, it's the King of Wands. So we have the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands, who is audacious, okay? This is at the heart of our spread right here. This king energy is responsive, it's analytical, and it is audacious. It's bold, it's passionate, okay? This is at the center of our reading. The last card to clarify is Ascension, Kings. The King of Pentacles is missing. Maybe he'll show up later. Divine Masculines. This is, again, yesterday was your reading. This is your reading again. This is the universe. We have 2 Holy Arcana cards on the table already. This is in the Hierophants here. There's endings of cycles, and there is a call for evolution, and for all of the kings, the divine masculines, to ascend through responsiveness and analysis, audacious, bold energy, passionate energy. Wow. You guys, I wanted to know, this is actually quite annoying because not that I don't love you, Tarot, I wanted to know what was behind the hidden energy having to do with Aquarius or humanity. That's how I view Aquarius. Aquarius, when it shows up in readings, is it's talking about the collective. So what was hidden from the collective? That's what I wanted to have a reading about. Maybe this is what's hidden, is that men in particular, the divine masculine in particular, in particular, is needing an ascension. It's needing to evolve. Maybe feminine has already begun this process, and the divine masculine is too worried about the process. He's too worried about the old institutions. That 9 of Swords energy is no joke. That's no joke. That's waking you up in the middle of the night, cold sweats, having nightmares. Clarifying the confusing energy of the 8 of Swords. Another 8, by the way. And this truth card keeps wanting to pop out. Two more cards. Ooh, not half the deck. Oh, 6 of Cups on the bottom. 6 of Cups is nostalgia. It's talking about the good old days, remembering the good old days. Divine Masculine, are you thinking about the good old days? Back before there was so much worry and conflict? Are you missing that nurturing Empress energy, the supportive energy? Big disconnect between the divine and masculine and feminine. That's true. You know what? I think that's it. 2 more, right? Yeah, 2 more. Oh, okay. Clarifying the Eight of Swords. Let you see what that card looks like. Is the Princess of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Princess of Wands. The Princess of Wands is like enthusiasm and passion, okay? The Two of Wands is sometimes in traditional tarot represented by a choice. And it looks as though the figure on the card has made the choice because there's one wand that he's holding on to and the other wand is kind of standing behind him as though he's left it behind or he's forgotten it. He's made his choice. But here, the Two of Wands represents a genesis, the beginning, the spark of something new. And then the Princess of Swords with her creative energy. Creativity is the energy of this card. Through an enthusiastic, creative genesis, you can come out of this confusion. But here's what you have to remember about the Eight of Swords, you guys. The Eight of Swords is a prison of your own making. It's a prison for your mind that you have chosen to put yourself in so that you don't have to look at the confusing things around you. Okay, but it is a prison of the mind that you've put yourself there yourself. And that's redundant. You put yourself there yourself. Yes, I know. Okay. But I'm working this out because I feel like this is an energy that is both male and female, because here you have the confused character with the Eight of Swords, and this is a male. This is two men fighting. And then you have these two princesses. Where is she? Or I'm sorry, yeah, the Princess of Wands and the Princess of Swords. The collective has put themselves in confusion. The collective has put themselves in this Eight of Sword energy because it's too uncomfortable to deal with the truth of the conflict. It's too uncomfortable to deal with the fear having to do with things like love and marriage and ascension. Jesus, ascension. But it's not, you got to remember the magician is here. And the really lame thing that like everybody always, it's not lame, it's true, but it's so like, it's the number one thing that people say when they want to explain the magician card. He has everything he needs. He has all the tools he needs, which is true. But you can be a magician at any point in your life. Wherever you are at, you have the tools to affect change. If there is a change that needs to be made, and you feel a creative and enthusiastic spark of something, inspiration or something that propels you toward the creation of a genesis to solve whatever that lack is in you, you have everything you need. You have everything you need, and the prison that you're in is of your own making. And I feel like the divine can allow for that up to an extent, but at some point, are you confused or are you being willingly ignorant is the question that I feel like that particular pile of cards is asking. Are you confused or are you being willingly ignorant? Because there's karma to pay for that if you're being willingly ignorant. And nobody has to know but you'll still get your karma. Sometimes it's just best to open your eyes up, get yourself out of that prison of the mind that you had yourself locked in for so long. 3 cards on the way. The way, please. The energy of the way is pray. I view this as meditation also. Some people's way of praying is meditation, speaking to oneself through God, speaking to one's God through themselves, right? Trusting the communication that's internal, your intuition. 3 cards for pray. I guess we need to do this just one time. The Queen of Cups, the Truth, and the 4 of Discs. The Queen of Cups is reflective. She's got all the love. She knows how to give love properly. And she really knows how she feels. Like she's very well, I mean, clearly, like she's pure water energy, right? She's in tune with her emotions. She's but it's not just that. Like she can tell you specifically why she feels a particular way about something, no matter what it is. Okay? The Truth card comes to clarify reflective energy of the Queen of Cups, and the Truth card is speak, is its main energy. The 4 of Discs is here bringing stability. To all of this to clarify the Pray card. So this might be a divine feminine message here. Women, meditate and reflect on how you feel so that you can express that more clearly and softly, not in that not nasty, but very direct Queen of Swords energy of the last 2 readings, where it was very much like, I don't have time for this. You better get your shit together because we're moving. We're going ahead, and I don't want to sit around here and wait for you and get your shit together. Like that's very much Queen of Swords energy. And this is like a call to be softer, to speak, but in a way that reflects the amount of attention that you have put into these emotions, the amount of attention and understanding that you have put into them, and speak that truth. Speak how you actually feel. That's where stability comes from. That's where our 4 of Discs comes in, stability. Speaking the truth, women. That was a message for women. I don't care who you are. You might be a more feminine man, but whatever. Like if that spoke to you, that was for you, because that was super direct and yeah. Clarify works. 3 of Discs. Goodness. Guys, this is kind of 2 cards. This is kind of taking it out of me. Like, this is a lot of energy. Holy. Crisis and happiness. So, okay. So I said 3 cards for 3 of Discs. That's works. That's collaboration. Crisis, which is the 7 of Swords, which is like doing someone dirty, is what the 7 of Swords is, in one way or another. Speaking dirty on somebody, or doing something, thieving from them, being jealous of them, all of that stuff. But then that's clarified by happiness, the 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment. One more card for works, please. How can we have collaboration when we're always in a crisis? I'll take both of these. Thank you. Y'all, masculine, a decision within yourself needs to be made here. You need to understand that work and collaboration and lofty endeavors are fine. They're good. They're what dreams are made of, okay? But you need to understand that time is kind of running out. And if there's something else that you want besides, you know, those the attention that you're able to pay to those lofty endeavors, I don't know why that keeps coming up, but lofty endeavors. If there's something else that you're wanting, something more meaningful, more fulfilling, it's probably time to start manifesting that instead of these lofty endeavors, because time is running out. While you're sitting here patiently or stubbornly with your 3 cups here, thinking about your collaborative works, back here is this 4th cup being offered to you, but you're so stubborn in your meditation over your work that you don't see this cup being offered. You don't see this guy in the background, you know, offering. And what? Okay, this is pretty deep, guys. Give me just a second here. I think I'm going to have to just drink some water here so that I can wrap my head around this. So there's always going to be crisis. I mean, really, truly, there's always going to be crisis. There's always going to be a monster lurking in the shadows or a flood or a fire. There's always going to be something that makes life difficult and adds to suffering, right? And you're strong, you know, like there's so much that you can do. You're capable of all of these amazing works, right? But if you're not a whole person, you're easily shattered, you know, like if you're just a shell, you know, like it's the difference between taking a bite out of a cheap chocolate bunny at Easter time and you bite into it and your teeth go right through it because it's just a hollow chocolate shell. Or when you got like the solid chocolate bunny and you can't even bite a piece off of it because it's so strong. You know, I hope you're grasping what I'm meaning here. The meat inside of us, which I'm talking about our emotions right now, like the meat of us is what gives us strength, okay? And choosing to not develop a part of ourselves because we view that part of ourselves as weak actually makes us weaker. If you break your leg and it's in a cast for a really long time and it's atrophied when you get your cast off, do you just not use that leg? Or do you use that leg more so that you can make it stronger? There's a cat outside of my window. Lovely. Do you use that leg more so that you can make it stronger? Okay? Because there's a part of you that isn't just interested in work, I suspect. There's a part of you that is interested in things that you don't even understand because you haven't let yourself understand. Maybe you've been afraid to understand. You've feared the meat of yourself. You've feared where those depths go and where they'll take you. But it's in the meat of those things that you find the strength that you need to get through. It's in the meat of those things that you find ways to have happiness. You know, burning off what doesn't serve you, the old beliefs that don't serve you anymore, so that you can make room for things that do, like happiness, things that make you stronger, like happiness. Because this is important. This is it's like an important directive that the universe is giving here, is that you can withdraw into yourself, okay? And you can gain the resolve that you need within yourself, because you're the magician. You already have everything that you need. You can find the resolve in yourself to allow your emotions, to not be afraid of your emotions, to not fear love. Allow those things to open up so that you can identify with all of this king energy, this audacious, bold, analytical, responsive nature that is true king energy. You can identify the parts of yourself that don't serve you and get rid of them to make room for wish fulfillment. But then we have worry. There's always worry in these readings. There's always worry. Worry, worry, worry. 3 cards for worry. It's a lot. Sorry, y'all. I had to have a nicotine boost. I got to pick my brain up for this. Wow. Okay. Hold on, guys. This isn't crazy. It's fine. Here she is. Worry. This is so fucking like, okay. I know we're worried. I know we're upset. I know that we don't really know what the path forward looks like. But you're making a prison of your own mind with all of that worry. The Queen of Swords is here to say, we don't have time. I need you to have courage. This is our 7 of Wands. This is self-defense. I need you to have courage to drop all of this shit that's not serving you, all of these, demons coming up from the flames that you're, waving your wand at, trying to get rid of. It's all in your mind. And the Queen says, we don't have time. We don't have time for this. So it's time to, get it together. Take that time out that you need, but get it together, because we moving. This is the Chariot. The cycle is over. It is time for a new cycle to begin and the formation of something new to begin. That is what the Queen is saying. She's very clear about it. She's not fucking around. And I feel like this is for male and female. Yes, you've taken a time out, but you've learned during that time out, and now it's time to pull it together, basically. It's time to pull it together, whatever that means in your individual lives. But remember, this is a collective reading. It's time for us to motherfucking pull it together, to get our shit together, because we need to move. We need to move quickly. We need to move decisively, boldly, analytically, and responsively. Not reactively, responsively. As humanity, as a people. Wow, that was pretty intense, you guys. I think I'm going to leave it there. I think that's all I'm going to have for you tonight, because this was really a lot. I'm really tired now after doing all of those cards. Wow. See, and I almost bought myself a 6-pack of beer, because I thought, gosh, last night was so intense. It'd be really great if I had a beer. And then I'm not a drinker, so I didn't buy a beer, or I didn't buy a 6-pack. And I probably could have used it. Maybe it would have relaxed me a little bit, but that was really intense. Again, this is all for promotion of the Better Than Barter crowdfunding campaign, hashtag #JustOneBillionaire. If you can share that hashtag to gain some exposure for the campaign, but also go to betterthan.world where you can find out how to become a founding member, get that clout, get that founding member badge, right? And also find out more about our hashtag #JustOneBillionaire campaign. So I'm so glad that you guys were here. I hope I see you again tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. Maybe it'll be tarot. Maybe it won't. I'm not sure. But I know I have a very early morning meeting, so we'll see how much energy I have. Okay. Have a good night. Sorry, my cards are calling to me. I have to end the meeting. Okay. End the call. Have a good night. I love you all so much. I'll see you real soon.